Pressure, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes and cancer, oh, telling no. Depression, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. It is another episode of the Vette Green Show. Let me just turn these phones off. I feel like I've been gone for so long. I was not at home last week, so I was doing my show from Georgia. My very first time being in Georgia. And when I tell you yesterday, my body was like, okay, you back home. It's time to sleep. I did get up for a little while. I made dinner and all of that. My sister-in-law was out here with me, spending some time with me. Big shout out to my sis Denise. Bro, I'm feeling it today. Like I'm not too good, but I'm here. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. I got my brother here helping me, Franklin, or the MC, the Joker.
Franklin, same thing. You know.
Great show. I tuned into the morning show this morning.
Yes, it was nice. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a great show this morning. Great show. I was watching and getting myself together to get up here and do what I need to do. So thank you, everybody. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Let us know where you are. Hey. Oh, what is that?
Dark Sting.
Okay.
Yeah.
These names are.
Yeah, Dark Sting out there on the Green Links page. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you share it. You know, Dark Sting, appreciate you, big dog.
Yes. And let us know where you are. We're continuing this. Mental health is real. Let us know where you are from 1 to 10 as you are coming in the room. I was watching the morning show, so y'all know I am at a 10 right now.
Yeah.
You know, physically, I'm not feeling all of that, but mentally, I am at a 10 because God is good and woke me up again to be able to do this and love on y'all as y'all come on and love on me. So how was your weekend, bro?
That was been pretty smooth. Very smooth, good weather, working, you know what I'm saying? Caught up a little bit of sleep, you know what I'm saying? Doing a lot of prep work, checking up on the ads and everything. Boss Vega is doing his thing, you know what I mean? Broke even on the first hour of release. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So everything was a profit, averaging about 6 to 8 downloads a day. You know what I mean? Off the album and singles. So, we here.
That's what's up. Big shout out to Byron. Big shout out to both of you. Hey, baby. Big shout out to both of you for what you are doing. I think it's so ballsy. It's so like out there. It's different. You don't get too many independent artists who's willing to jump out on faith and bet on themselves. You know, Byers is a gambler. I remember on the prior pop-up show, he was saying that it's really geared for everybody, but when he was making the album, he was thinking about his poker buddies. And I mean, this is a move. This is a risky move. Put it all in. I'm betting on myself here on Green Links Media. Lord knows that sometimes we have to bet on ourselves and trust. Isn't it hard though, when you are betting on yourself and you know what this vision is you have, but explaining your vision to someone who's not in the same space, either in the entrepreneurial space, in the artist space, explaining that to somebody else can be very, very difficult because they don't see the vision. I realize a lot of us, we are in this corporate world or in the blue collar or white collar, whatever you want it, but you're used to working for somebody. Explaining to someone who's used to working for somebody that you are no longer going to be working for somebody. Hey, Sydney, but you're going to be working for yourself. That's difficult because a lot of people will look at you like you're crazy. Like what? Like, how dare you? What do you mean? You know how many risks you're going to take by jumping out on faith and working for yourself?
Yes. Yep. Definitely.
That's difficult to explain.
Yeah, it is. Because, if you're not in that space, you're not going to understand. You're going to understand the language you're used to doing, which is cool. It's all right to work and work a 9 to 5 and do what it do. blue collar, white collar, yellow collar, whatever collar you're working with, different levels in your tiers and your surroundings. And but if you want to depend on that, that's cool. That's cool too. But if you want to be wealthy, that's what you're going to have to do. Get out of that space. Use that space as a bait to build what you want to build, whatever vision that you have. It's very important. I've been had this vision for since day one, even since high school. I had
Mm.
this vision, and because they don't teach these things in school, so um, they don't teach you entrepreneurship. They don't teach you business. You know what I mean? When you go to college, they teach business. They teach you the corporate wave. They still ain't teaching you
High
from
level.
the bottom up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They don't teach those. I have a lot of professors in college took my marketing class,
Lisa.
and a lot of them stuff that I teach, they don't they can't recognize a lot of that stuff, but it's interesting to them as
Yeah.
they got the knowledge in that level. And they be like, okay, then they ask questions. Then I break everything down of why you don't know these things, and then they feel deceived because they felt they skipped the leap in between their curriculum and their education to in business. So when they take my marketing class, they said that everything makes a lot of sense to me bringing the digital world to the corporate world of how can you use those things together. And a lot of them is being successful right now because of taking my class. So yeah,
Yeah.
so salute to
In
those.
in my in my corporate world, we have tiers. We call them high level, which is
Mm-hmm.
college. You learn high level about what happens in marketing, and then you have the details, which is the you break down, and that's what your marketing class does. It breaks down why things are moving the way that they're moving. You can go to college for marketing. You can go to college for just about anything, but what you're going to learn is the high level. I remember getting out of college and I got my associate's degree. I didn't go the full way because I was like, I got to go to college, get some skills, and go to get a job because I had 4 kids. I was pregnant with my last son, Saeed,
Mm-hmm.
when I was in my last year of college, and that was my only focus. And I can remember thinking that with this college degree that I was gonna go out, and because I had this college degree that I was going to be just a sure foot in, a sure put in for these jobs. But I kept getting turned down, turned down, turned down because what they were looking for is experience. And mommy always say experience is the best teacher, and it really is.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your marketing classes or any classes on the college level, they're going to teach you high level. Okay, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to be doing on a high level, meaning that it's not going to give you the nuts and bolts of the project. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
teach you, how to make it, but you need to be doing it. And there's certain elements of it that you need to learn that you once you can graduate with a marketing degree, and that's great. I want to take some marketing courses as well, just to get the higher level. But the experience is always one of the best teachers because there's going to be certain things that happen that you may not know how to handle because you didn't learn it in school. And you'll be like, well, darn, my professor never talked about that. Well, they
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
talking about
They
that.
don't talk about they don't talk about a lot of things. They talk about from the marketing up, from the
Yeah,
corporate up. That's it.
yeah, they high level.
Answer Dark Sting's question. Um, M's revenue is good. He got 17. By googling, he has 17 streams of income. He's good. He's good. M is good. Trust me.
Yeah,
That's why.
I
That's
look
why
at a
that's his.
lot of these
That's why
people.
that's his last album. And he got the 8 Mile series that's 50's doing in his new studio, which is going to be on whatever network that the power is on and all that. It's gonna be on there. I know he got that started. But yeah, M good. You don't have to worry about M.
Isn't it interesting how a lot of the singers and artists that we grew up listening
Hmm.
to are no longer in that industry. They moved away from the music industry. Look at
Hmm.
Rihanna.
Yeah, yeah,
Rihanna's not trying to go back. A lot of
yeah.
them have businesses in
She's
different areas.
she DIYer. She got an album dropping in August.
Is she really? Oh, I
She
didn't hear that.
DIY
I
straight to
thought she was.
Rihanna.com. She going DIYer too.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up. See, she's
yeah,
smart. She's smart. Rihanna, I love Fenty. That
Yeah.
is when I do wear lipstick or something like that, it's normally it's Fenty that I'm wearing. I have this lipstick that I bought probably over a year ago. I'm telling you, all you need is one little drop. It's so pigmented. One little drop and it will cover your whole mouth. That's why I love her makeup. It's a little, some people may think that it's a little pricey, but $25 for a lipstick that's going to last me a while.
Yeah.
It's not that pricey. Rather than it's not going to just wipe off. It's getting additional places of income, additional streams of income. I listen to a lot of successful people and they say you need to have at least 7.
Mm-hmm.
At least 7 streams of income. And that's what you see.
Yep.
Experience is always the best teacher. It really is.
Yes.
You can get your degree and big
How you
shout
doing,
out to
mommy?
Hey, mommy. I have a
Yeah.
son that's going to college right now to get a degree. He's going to get his doctorate in
Mhm.
education and African American studies.
Mhm.
Big shout out to him. He's going to need that for the area that he wants to be in. But there's some things that you may not need. I'm going to YouTube University for some things. The reason why I want to take marketing because I want to learn on the corporate side, because that's Greenlinks Media is going to be expanding. And I realize that where I want to take it to, I need to also know how to play in that arena.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? There's going to be some things on the corporate side because it is a different beast, y'all. I've been in the corporate world since 1998. It's a totally different beast. But I've been able to bring my skills that I learned on the corporate side over here. So when you hear me talking about technical things, I love Fenty too, right? When you hear me talking about technology and the way things work, that's why I know things work. Like we see these hearts floating on this screen, but there's technology behind these hearts floating on the screen that's making it do that. So sometimes I'm looking at items from the technology standpoint. Like I'm like, okay, there's a program that's making it do that. There's a program that allowed me to put that pigmentation in the earrings on that VG. There's a program behind all of that. So that's how I'm thinking, like y'all looking at the artist side. And as an artist, that's probably what you're looking at, but I'm looking at it from the analytical side. Welcome, Jack Burger Dude. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Oh, no problem, no problem. How y'all doing? I'm blessed.
I know that's right. That Burger Dude is going to be over by the Valvoline station today, so make sure y'all go hit him up. I'm going to get my truck. I'm going to get my fries. I'm going to get my fries today. How has it been for you as an entrepreneur? He might be frozen. Let me drop him down because I know he's moving about right now. Okay, nope, there he is. How has it been for you as an entrepreneur? Because you have to really set up. We get the burger, but prior to the burger being made, there's a setup that has to happen. As an entrepreneur, there's nobody doing it for you.
Right. Well, it's not. I mean, it is what it is. For me, I've always liked work. So, it ain't even work, especially when you love what you're doing. So, for me, it's just the daily grind, the daily hustle. This is how I feed the family. So, I enjoy it. I really do. I might be crazy, but it's especially when you make your own way. I don't wait on a paycheck. I get paid daily. I can't see myself ever going back to somebody else's name being on the bottom of my check. That type of freedom. I didn't know it until I had it, and now that I got it, I don't care how hard it gets. It's all me, and it ain't even really that hard, especially not with these burgers. Like I said, like I was telling you earlier, I was in my bag all day yesterday. I made 4 different new burgers that I'm bringing out here today.
That's one of the things I remember.
Go ahead.
I remember from Chicago, and it hit me one day. I'm going to work. I had to take a train to work. Commuting in Chicago. I love Chicago. Y'all know I say that's my second home. The commute for me going from being in Buffalo, where you can be anywhere in 20 minutes, to now it's going to take you an hour there, an hour that. Back, I can remember thinking to myself, like, dang, if this don't work, this means that I don't have the ability to feed my kids. Man, that means it is somebody else's money for helping me feed my kids. And I don't want to have that over my head. I don't ever want to be in a situation where somebody can tell me when I can eat. Somebody can tell me when I can buy my kids something, or my grandkids down the line. The corporate world I no longer want to play in that arena because I don't think, man, the layoffs and stuff, and they're gonna come because technology and everything. You see the way technology has changed over these. Let me see, Saeed, since 1998. I was working in the corporate field, always in some type of compliance role or financial services. This is why I know about investments and all of that, because I played in that arena for so very long. But when it hit me, like, man, like if they tell you you're going to be laid off, that means that they're telling you when you can eat, sleep, and all of this. They tell you when you need to come to work. They tell you how long you go, how long you take a lunch break. Like, no. I don't want to do that anymore. So I was scared to jump out on faith and do this. But now it's not about the money for me. Before I was chasing the money because I had so many responsibilities. Now it's like, okay, I'm not chasing the money. And thank you, God. Now that I'm not chasing the money is finding itself to me. Like I'm thankfully in this space where I can really focus on building Green Links Media up and also find something that makes me happy. And what makes me happy is working with kids. That's really what I want to do. It's just unfortunately when you working with kids, thank you, Tamara. When you working with kids, they don't pay you well. They don't. You see all of these people in these service positions, they aren't getting paid well. They are not getting paid well. A lot of them are still getting food stamps. A lot of them still getting Medicaid because the pay sucks. But the work can be very, very rewarding if your heart is in it. And I know quite a few people whose heart really is in it. Big shout out to Shanice Hall, big shout out to Bury the Violence, big shout out to all of those people who are out there really doing it from their heart. If they put up a Cash App, y'all need to be sending them a Cash App because they're doing it from their heart. So what made you, I know it took this pandemic to come for you to decide to jump out on faith because you were in that blue collar world for a very long time yourself. You said you worked a swing shift for a while. I can remember when I was married, my ex worked the swing shift. And that can't be easy. So what made you finally, aside from the pandemic, what made you say, you know what, I'm going to bet on Franklin this time?
It definitely was a pandemic. That opened the door. We all was inside. We couldn't come outside. You couldn't work nowhere. So I took advantage of that situation. And then when I got COVID and I was on my, quote unquote, deathbed, and you know what I mean? I overcome that. God said I ain't through with you yet. So that made me go harder. I already had a plan what I wanted to do, how I want to do it. I didn't, I got involved into media. I was going to use my art ability, music ability. I was still learning the DIY system then. But I was using the streaming platform at the time before all this threshold happened. It was an opportunity for us to make bread in that area, and I was doing it then, and I was doing okay. Now these thresholds coming in this music business, and now this monopoly thing had happened. Now it's time to go DIY. So it's always I play chess. I always had a 4 or 5 other moves to cover up and to take place of what's going on. And to this day, right now, like even with this TikTok movement going on, you know what I mean? The owner of TikTok play chess. He's very smart.
He's not selling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I just found out from some information from a couple people in my circle that he already bought property in the U.S. so he could keep TikTok on. So TikTok is not going anywhere. He's smart.
So that's what he said. But the government is saying he has 9 to 12 months to sell the platform. And we talked about this immensely. Yeah. We've been talking about this for weeks, everybody. It's not that it's not TikTok itself is what TikTok means to a lot of people. People are going to TikTok to get their news, especially the younger generation. Younger generation. Teresa said, yes, and you must learn the technology of the artistry. Being an entrepreneur of Simply Designs, designing my own jewelry line, I had to learn the basics of corporate selling because it's different. If you want to play in these corporate streets, it is different. You got to learn how to talk the walk. You got to learn how to talk the talk. You got to learn how to walk the walk because I can't just go in there talking any kind of way. I know they talk about what is code switching and all of that. I don't call it code switching. I just call it knowing your audience. The way that I
Mm,
talk to my girlfriends, and the way I talk in the corporate when I'm in those conference rooms is totally different. Like that's Letitia in them conference rooms, or Vette in them
mm,
conference rooms. You not go get Quisha. Quisha ain't go.
mm.
Quisha go make be standing there looking crazy. She ain't gonna know what to
Right.
say. She
Yeah.
said, "Let me hook up with you, Joker, on some insights. I don't ever want to go back to 9 to 5. 5 years as a blackjack dealer at the casino. Niagara till seizures attack. See, change of life. At least 6
Mhm.
setup of life earnings. Yes. Now wanting to. Yes, Queen. Come on
Yeah.
over. Yes,
Yeah.
Queen.
Inbox me. Inbox me. I got the special of the class. The last day of tomorrow for the class special that I got going on for 50% off. Which is the original price is 200 plus $40 for the coaching for 12 months. Now I got 50% off for 100 with free coaching for 12 months. The last day is tomorrow, and the price going up to 250 plus another $50 for the coaching. So I'm not doing another special till November, Black Friday.
You
But
got this, Queen.
so shout out to the people who took the class this month. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people who I coached this past week. But you can still inbox me. I can give you some tips of what you need to do. I get the free 99. I don't mind doing the free 99 on a lot of things, But if you actually want to take it to another level with it, take the class. I definitely will show you the whole layout of this digital world on top of the corporate. Like I said, I taught people in the corporate world on the digital side because they don't teach that side in school, unless you taking some form of computer engineering. I think they have a new course. Some colleges using it already. I just seen this at
Yeah,
a
not here in Buffalo. It's a digital market.
um,
There's digital marketing courses, but you
uh,
don't see them a lot.
kind of Buffalo.
You have to be in certain
Um,
areas. Yeah, not here in Buffalo.
I know it's one here in Pittsburgh, and another one in Atlanta, and a couple in LA, I believe. I think in Chicago. Got one in Chicago. One of the
Oh,
colleges in Chicago.
Chicago is the media company. There's a
Yeah,
lot in
yeah.
Chicago.
They is one course. It's called social media communications. I think is the name of the course, and they teach
Mm.
you how to use the social media based on what I teach similar. And they give you the basics of it, but when you take my course, you ask more questions, you might get more out of them. I know a lot of the professors I've taught so far was like they went to their teachers and their professors and asked questions, and they're getting confirmation of what I'm teaching. So they let me know I'm on point on things. So yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, this
Mm.
digital world is all about your audience. Like Vette Green the Queen was talking about. Once you know who you audience and who you catering to, who you selling to, is a little more easier what you want to do and how you want to set things up. But when you don't know nothing about your consumers, that makes it tough, and you want to figure it out. That's where you're going to spend a lot of money. It might waste a lot of money before you gain a lot of money to figure out who your audience is or who your consumer is. I've studied my consumers as an artist. I've studied in like 9 different ways, from me being in media radio, number one, that had my variants working for radio, digital radio. I used that market strategy same as I used as me as an artist. I knew what people wanted to listen to because when I was doing the 74514 online mixed radio, I knew my audience because the music I was playing. I was playing a lot of 80s and 90s music, old school
Mm.
R&B, hip hop, and that's a draw of that Green the Queen in. You know what I'm saying? She was one of my main listeners between her and Snow Baby. And then it
Hmm.
it blossomed from there. So just from the music I was playing, I knew my audience there. I knew I wasn't worried about the new generation. You know what I mean? Some of the new generation was coming on requesting, requesting the Nicki Minaj's and all that. But then I started adding that to like other days. I was doing like on the weekends. I was doing a little stuff that the young folks like. But I was all about the old school, and that helped my audience or what I would do as an artist because that was also my audience because I'm an old school OG. That was also my audience because my sound of music is the '90s hip hop. So that helped my demographic works better to know what I want to do as an artist, and that's why I knew my audience so easy. And I just went head first on it, did some ads, and then look where I'm at now. I did an amazing job on the streaming side, when I was getting paid for it. Now you ain't getting paid for it. Now I'm DIY, and now me and boss in that level, and we doing very well on that. So it's growth, winning.
Don't chase the money, y'all. I know it's
Yeah.
hard. I know it's so hard. But I promise you, once I stop chasing that money, and I stopped chasing that money in 2019.
Mhm.
In 2019,
Now, now, for the queen that's talking about her business here, let me tell you, Buffalo's market ain't that bad. It's people don't know how to tap into that market of Buffalo. It's there. What you doing is there. What I'm saying? Like I said, the best market to get into the Buffalo is to hit that downtown market. Hit that theater district, find out what's going on. They got, you go to any one of those buildings. They have a
go to the
bulletin board with
colleges.
flyers. Yeah, yeah. Get those brochures. Read them brochures. What's going on? What I mean, sacrifice. Go to one of them luncheons. Go to one of them dinner parties and stuff like that. That's where what I'm saying. And when you go there, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm gonna give y'all free 99. And me and Vette Green, the Queen, talked about this. Go there, ask questions of what they're doing. You know what I mean? Don't say nothing about yourself until they ask the question. When they ask the question, that door open. That's when the blessing.
I'm challenging myself this week to get out there. The weather's supposed to be nice too. I'm challenging myself to get out there. Got business cards. Yes, that's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win for me.
Don't do nothing to ask you a question. Ask them about how your family. Where you from? Oh, you from Nebraska? Oh, for real? Okay. And you get into that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got grandkids? You got kids? What's the age? What's it? Get in that conversation. Get in the personal level with them. Build that up. Then when you ask them all these questions and then you get a conversation, they're gonna ask you, what do you do? You dressing good, you looking good, you here, what you here for? And then you let them know, oh, my name is Vette Green. They call me Vette Green. I own Green Links Media. I got this going on, boom, boom, boom. Before you know they on their phones, before you know they following, before you know what they get for your email, before you know they asking questions, before you know it, you got a guest on your podcast, and then they want to invest.
Yeah. Teresa said, I'm trying to encourage this younger generation as a motivational speaker for understanding that it's time to come out of the streets and use your education to build local business setups. Yes, personal communication. Yes, that's another course. There's a few courses that I want to take in school. I don't necessarily want to go for a degree, but I do want to learn certain areas that I'm can improve in. You know what I mean? It's never too late to get a little education, whether you're getting it digitally or in the school, in an actual classroom. It's never too late. And that's one of my wishes too, Teresa. Look at us. We may be doing some things together because these kids need us. These kids need us as guidance because a lot of them don't have the support. What were you saying?
Did you watch the morning show this morning, Vette Green? Well, I had my boy, Marty. That's another one of a good guy that you could get up with. Marty, who broke down with Brandon. Definitely. I'm gonna get his full name. I know he was on a couple of my course classes that I took on my on the TikTok and the business courses that I took. He's been special guest on a lot of them. I'm gonna get his full name, so you go ahead and look him up. He always putting together seminars and all type of stuff on the internet, Zoom joints. He's definitely awesome. And I'm saying he'll definitely go down the rabbit hole what people need to be doing on whatever you got going on. If you're selling jewelry, clothes, if you're an artist, if you a film writer, whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? He'll definitely, you open a restaurant doing what the burger dude's doing. He definitely breaks down.
Right.
He breaks everything down in different tiers of things that you can do in those areas. And that's one thing I'm very good at when it comes to marketing is I especially Buffalo. Buffalo market is so easy to grab. Like I don't understand a lot of these restaurants that open and then they open for 2 months and they close. Never understood that when they right across the street, especially that building on Hurdle, right across the street, you got the post office, you got the shopping centers around the corner from you. You have another job spot, a printing spot up the street. You know what I'm saying? Places like that in restaurants, you got to hit those other businesses. That's what you do. Not the people that drive past it. Hit those businesses, give them discounts. You know what I mean? Because that's going to be your word of mouth. Post office right across the street. All the people that do the mailman, anybody that's in the post office, get 10% off your lunch every time you come in. just come in with your uniform, your ID, you get 10% off. That's gonna be your word of mouth.
Mm.
That's your street team right there. Cause they go to house, dropping mail off in that neighborhood.
Mm.
And they can be like, yo, you take them somewhere to eat. Go to so and so, so and so. I go to eat all the time. Boom, boom. You got to hit the businesses around you when you selling stuff. They get the first dibs on whatever you got going on, because that's gonna be your word of mouth. That's gonna be your street team.
Hey, Larry Loud. Let me get into some news, everybody. I'm enjoying watching that burger dude set up, because that is an example of, it doesn't come easy, but it's definitely worth it, because you can make your own hours. You can set up where you want to. You can just do what it is that you want to within reason. He's going to be out there at Valvoline. By Valvoline, it's almost on the corner of Abbott and Ridge. If you know where we're talking about, right behind Walgreens, that's where he's going to be. Larry Loud is another example of believing in yourself and jumping out there on faith and saying, you know what, I know I got this.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be his manager now. So
well, that's what's up.
My first DJ manager, the first time managing a DJ. That's what's up. Yeah, he's doing good.
Well, we got a few things to talk about. Let's talk about is TikTok getting banned, everybody. So President Biden did sign into law this past Wednesday as part of a $95 billion foreign aid package, which is just rocking my mind to hear $95 billion that's going foreign. I mean, we aren't struggling here in the States. Oh no, we are not struggling. We don't have people that can't get Medicaid and food stamps just because they're over a couple $100. So that means that they can't get their prescriptions. They can't get any food. Are you kidding me? But you can send $95 billion over to make it make sense, everybody.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Make sense. Because I am tired of seeing taxes coming out of my paycheck. I'm tired of paying these taxes to something I'm never going to see.
Yeah,
I'm tired of it.
And I don't know who FICA is. If I see FICA, it's beef on sight.
Man, what? Bro, beef. No word spoken. It's beef. Quisha is about to be on it, okay?
I don't even know who FICA look like, but if I find out what he look like, it's on and popping.
Man.
FICA be taking that. He be matching the federal. Like, how you gonna take 50? He take 50. That's $100 gone.
And then I was reading last night, Social Security probably will be tapped out, depleted by 2041. And they're staring, and it's like a red flag by 2030. Everybody, do your research. I know some people who may be retiring in the next 10 years, you really need to do your research, because that money that you get on that you see on that Social Security statement every year, that comes in January, that may not be really what you're getting if you are able to retire. I know somebody that retired and had to go right back to work after about 8 weeks.
Yeah, I know. A lot of my uncles, couple of my aunts did the same thing. They, if they greeting that Walmart for part time just to get a little extra.
Like, make it make sense. Everybody, make it make sense. So this ban would force a lot of entrepreneurs. I think you had somebody on the morning show, or I heard, or my mind is kind of frazzled, everybody. But it was an entrepreneur talking about that StreamYard. No, actually, it was Lamar from the Sketch Project. He was talking about that TikTok is where he got a lot of followers from, and a lot of you entrepreneurs out there will see a difference. If TikTok is taken away, how do you now reach your consumers? This is something that we really need to tap into, because I don't know about y'all, but I don't really do IG anymore. IG used to be my place, but TikTok is more welcoming. TikTok is where I've seen a lot more growth. And if they take that away, what now? They want us to pay to play. That's
I give y'all free 99 on IG too. I just found out this past week. I don't know if you watched watched me on the pop-up show with me and Boss, but and I talked with Dawn too about this. Straight out to Kristen Marie, she hit me up and we talked a little bit. She was like, "Yo, bro, do you ever notice that people that's on the next level higher than you that you follow is not doing hashtags on their ads?" And I never noticed that. So this whole weekend, I was checking out all my people that's a little bit higher than me, that's doing a little bit better than me. I'm checking their page, and they know what I'm saying, and I hit them up like, "You doing ads? And doing ads on this, doing ads on this," and they're not using hashtags.
Mm.
What they're doing is they have an ad going. They're actually tagging the affiliates who's a part of their movement into the description. When the ad is going on, now when that person's name is on there, they usually share it on their stories or their reels. So what the algorithm and AI is doing is grabbing that same content that person is sharing. Now it's going on your page as a sponsorship ad, like you did the ad, but you didn't. That's the new wave. You don't have
They're
to use
tagging their ads consumers. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly what's going on. So I'm like, when she told me that, and how I got that answer is I talked to my other boy, Chris Hagan. Y'all go ahead and Google Chris Hagan. He got videos up all on the university. When I say university, that means YouTube, y'all. And he got a lot of videos and stuff. And he did not talk to them about it. He emailed me back and said, "Yo, bro, what they're doing, what's going on is that's the algorithm and the AI working. You really don't have to use a hashtag on your description when you're doing an ad, because all the hashtags, the funnel is wide open now. There's no threshold on it no more. You know what I mean? So it's still helping.
Go try that this week.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I said I'm going to do it. I said no, I got 4 ads going right now, so now I gotta pay a bill now. But once I get back to my zero, I'm sure gonna do that, because I see these cats getting like 20 or 30K people on their ads without using the hashtag, but just using the influencers and the people that's in the ad. For an example, I'll give you an example. If Vette Green do an ad right now on the Vette Green Show on the Green Links Media page, right? She's gonna put her affiliates tagged in there, like me, Bars, probably Dawn from the Evening Rush, probably the Quajan, because we play her music on the platform, and anybody else, maybe Rachel J, because you influenced by her music. All the influencers, you talk about them in the description, what you're doing with Green Links Media, they're going to share it on their page, reels, or stories. Now that content gonna be on their page like they did the ad, but they not. But it's still your ad. Their people. And then the AI going to bring the intelligence of the people that love that's in your interest, that's in your audience. AI is going to grab those people like, okay, these are people that like this ad, and that's how the numbers is going like that. And that's crazy. When I heard that, y'all, that's a free 99. I gave y'all free 99. Y'all, we all should be winning right now.
Or I would take it another step forward, depending on what content I drop, whether it's the motivational videos. If it's motivational, then like Lisa, I don't know if any of you know who Lisa Nichols is, but Lisa Nichols is one of there's not many Black women in the motivational industry. She's inspirational, motivational, transformational. She's in the industry that I am looking to get into. So I would tag her as well, and tag some other ones. Maybe,
that's how you do it. And you give them a little love, give them a little love and support. Like, yo, follow so and so, because this inspired me on this motivation speaking I'm speaking on. You know what I'm saying? And then you can give another shout out to somebody else. Shout out to the Overlook MC. Tag me in there and say, being the president of my company, and plus he's also touching on marketing and all that on Green Links Media. Shout out to Miss Arkansas, the comedian, who's also on the morning show. Tag the morning show page. You keep on adding to that. The AI gonna use those as a hashtag to my page, and it's gonna show up on all my friends.
Okay,
following me, and it keeps going on and on and on and on. And that's why a lot of these people's these sponsorships is getting like 20 or 30K. I'm looking at my people like, how? I'm seeing DJ Flipside page, he getting like 10K, and I'm looking at this person, and boom, boom. I see somebody else that's doing very well, that's in the Buffalo area. I think Mark Lee got like 9K, like off of one of his ads. Like, that's crazy off of, and they're not even using hashtags.
Yeah, Mark Lee is crazy with his graphics and stuff as well. He's good at that.
Good morning, Underground 716.
Hey,
1 and 10 when your mental health at between 1 and
Yes, and thank you for sending me Molotov Mile new album, which I have not really been able to tap into like I want to.
10? Yeah.
But the Fuel for the People is out there. I think it's Fuel for the People 3 is out there. I started listening to it when I was in Georgia. Definitely on my to-do list. I want to sit down with myself and listen to it and grab all of the knowledge that he put into that. But I wanted to talk to y'all about this story, and I can't remember who brought it to me. But what if your name was derogatory in some places? Like, what if your name was Adolf Hitler?
Wow.
What if your name was something like that, and it was like one of them names that make you look twice? Like, wait a minute, what? So I think it was my daughter that gave me this story. So a lady named Swastika Chandra, she's an Australian woman. She was banned from Uber's rideshare and food delivery since October because her name was flagged as offensive. Now, this is her real name, Swastika Chandra. Now, in Sanskrit, swastika actually means good luck and is a very common name on the island of Fiji, where she grew up. She said that the name was a symbol and has been relevant to many religions across Asia, like Jainism and Buddhism, both long before it was, made into something by Adolf Hitler and the Nazis.
Wow.
And anti-Semitism, right? So imagine if that was your name and you had to explain that. Like, okay, yeah, he took this name, but this name actually means good luck. So that's what happened to this woman. It took her about 6 months to get it resolved, and they did send her an apology. They did reinstate her account after about 5 months. They did apologize to Miss Chandra for the inconvenience, and they said that they appreciate her patience as they reviewed the matter. I mean, two things here. One, big shout out to Uber for even flagging that, because there are some daggone hate groups out here. There's people who use that word as a hate rhetoric, and that's why it was flagged. And big shout out to Miss Chandra for being adamant about, like, there's nothing wrong with my name. This is my real name, and they're saying that the name dates back over 6,000 years ago to rock and cave painters, and scholars generally agree it actually originated in India. Yeah, it actually generated in India. So
wow. Crazy.
no, right?
She had to go through all that red tape, all that money she missed. Did they give her a little check for that? Like, come on.
They didn't say that. They didn't say that.
There's a lot of money doing Uber. Like, come on, man. Like, they should have gave her a check for at least about $8,000 or something.
Man, something like you are flagging me. I mean, a big shout out to Uber again for flagging that, because there are some hate groups out here. But yeah, it took her almost half a year to figure that out.
Yeah,
so a local.
They should have did something for it though. They should have did something for it though, man. A little offering or something. Come on, man. Oh man.
She said, "Stop! I just spoke on this at my women's convention. The most experience that these things are African, Native American, Hispanic, and actual fact, Indonesian women experience this often." Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
So over the weekend, and I saw this video, there were shots fired here on Zenner Street, and they're saying that it was a squatter. Now, I don't know if you all had seen some of the videos, but there's videos of the actual person who was unlived on the porch at this home on Zenner Street in Buffalo. It's right off of Dope. So there's the person of interest in custody regarding this. So I'm just going to read a little bit. This is being reported, everybody. You can do a simple internet search, but this one I'm actually reading off of my20years.com. So a suspected squatter who unlived 2 workers on Saturday on Zenner Street. They say that they now have him in custody and the gun has been recovered. So this happened around 12:30 p.m. at the residence in the 100 block of Zenner Street, where 2 males had been like pow. Both men were later declared deceased. Crime Stoppers identified the victims as of Sunday as Buffalo residents Babel Mia and Abu Yusuf. They're saying that the two men were there to work on the house as it was for sale and due to close. One of the victims was unlived on the residence porch, and that's the video that I saw this weekend where the body was actually there on the porch, and another was shot in the street. The police have been able to identify who did it. This is just, it's such a sad situation, everybody. What they did was they looked at videos and they did see that the person of interest entered the home following the shooting, which is not to believe target, and he left out the door after the initial 911 call. They did have the SWAT team out there, tactical teams, patrol officers, and detectives that were scouring the neighborhoods to find this individual. A News 4 photographer on the scene confirmed that Zenner and Kilhofer were closed off the traffic during a portion of that Saturday as they tried to figure out like what was going on. I'm sorry, it was a car going on. So they have found the person. They are asking if you have anything else to add to this story, that you can provide any tips at 716-867-6161. But they are saying that it was a squatter. So there was someone living there. They're not saying whether he had some mental health issues going on, because a lot of times these people do. If you go on, do a simple internet search, you will see a video of the suspected person. And just looking at this video, it does look like, maybe he had some things going on. For him to be squatting there, that tells you something in itself, for him to be squatting there. So that's sad. Rest in peace to those who were unlived in this situation. Sending prayers to the family, because you go to work and you are expected to come back home, and unfortunately something like this happened, which means that these two individuals will never be able to see their family again. Their family will never be able to see them again, and it's just unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. But yeah, they're saying that it was a squatter that did that. And then moving on, at some of these massage parlors, these massage parlors are actually into X trafficking, y'all. And I know some of y'all that go to these massage parlors may know. So
they've been doing that for years. That's throwback.
years.
For years. That's the first X trafficking of all times, ain't it?
Yep. So I'm going to end this just talking about this raid that was issued for a Lockport spa. And they're saying that there was a 6-month criminal investigation into the X trafficking that allegedly occurred at this South Transit Road business. When I'm riding around and I see these massage parlors, I do be side-eyeing. I'm like, I wonder what's going on in there. Because we all know that there's certain things called, I don't want to call it, they call them endings, where you end with a smile on your face. And that's what they're saying that happened here. That people were ending with a smile on their face. And the FBI was so slick about it. They actually had a GPS on this lady's car. Her name is Linian Song. And she was the operator of New Elegant Shiatsu Spa on South Transit Road. They put a GPS locator. They were able to track this woman going all the way up to Rochester to pick up individuals. They had her, what they're saying is they have her picking up people from the airport to come and do some X trafficking. So there was a lot going on. Hey, my beautiful cousin. There was a lot going on. So how many of y'all in the chat, even if you are watching this replay, have been to any of these massage parlors and gotten yourself one of them endings where you had a smile on your face? Just know that some of these people that
I hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my uncles and my older cousins. I hear a lot of things that they didn't told me, but I haven't experienced none of that. Nah.
I know people. I know people have paid hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, no. my bag ain't that big. Number one. Number two is, and I'm not wasting no bag on something like that. Nah. That's like almost. That's almost process. You know what I mean? Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, come on. No, we ain't doing that. I ain't that thirsty.
Listen, I have never gotten a massage, but I definitely not going to a massage. You either going to a masseuse to get one of them endings where I'm smiling.
Yeah.
Well, I have to end this, everybody, because I have to go do what I have to do. So I want to thank you, everybody, for joining me on the Vette Green Show. We have some people coming in this week. Big shout out to that burger dude for allowing us to see how he's set up. Make sure you hit my bro up over there by the Valvoline. Look at the Valvoline over there. Yeah. He said he has 4 new burgers that he was working on. He was in his bag yesterday working on them 4 new burgers. So make sure you hit my bro up. I'm definitely going to be going out, having a conversation with him. She said, yes, we're going left with the feel is sick, and I have a personal studio for meditation on my side. Oh, we fleshed out. It was good. Okay. So make sure, all right, yeah, Teresa, we definitely going to have a conversation. She said, I have not like that, because you got that smile on your face right there. Well, thank you for everybody for joining. Underground Sound said, never. No doubt,
yeah.
Now, make sure y'all hit up that burger dude today. He's over by the Valvoline station on the corner of Abbott and Ridge Road. You'll see him out there. Go get your good burger. He got 4 new ones, turkey burgers. What you want to leave them with today, bro? Come on over. He said, come on over.
Yeah, come on over. Go ahead and get your burger in. I'll leave with today, you know what I'm saying? Stay focused. You know what I mean? Keep your mental health and balance. You know what I mean? The weather's looking nice out here. You know what I mean? And I'll see y'all on the morning show Wednesday morning. I won't be in tomorrow morning, but I will be back Wednesday morning on the morning show. So, yeah.
Okay. What you leaving them with, bro, today? Tell me where you at. Where you located today?
I'm at 1318 Ridge Road, Lackawanna, Valvoline Instant Oil Change spot. I got 4 new burgers, 6 total beef burgers, 3 turkey burgers, everything homemade like your grandmama used to make. Come on out here and get you some yum.
Okay, I know that's right. I'm definitely going to be hitting that up because I like to eat, y'all. I likes to eat. Those fries just be, If you don't know, I am a potato person. So thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. Long life. Make sure y'all tune into the morning show beginning tomorrow. Oh, no, actually tomorrow the morning show will not be on, but the morning show will be on.
Yes.
Thank y'all for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful on purpose.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? No, let's go.
June in Pittsburgh.
Get ready for the biggest Juneteenth celebration in the nation. June 14th through the 16th in downtown Pittsburgh. It's an all-star lineup with special musical guests, Freeway and Beanie Siegel. Also featuring Brownstone, Kiki White, Arrested Development, Kelly Price, The Blackbirds, Elvonner, and more. June 14th through the 16th in Pittsburgh. Get there.
It's the 13th Annual Fleet DJ Music Conference, July 18th through the 22nd in Orlando, Florida. Come and network with the DJs, producers, photographers, industry tastemakers, and also party listening events and more. It's the 13th Annual Fleet DJ Music Conference. This is your event. They're making your career move here in the entertainment industry. For more info, call 404-465-1546. 404-465-1546.
no. Self-hatred, oh, tell her no, yeah. Mental illness, tell her no. Diabetes and cancer, oh, tell her no. Depression, tell her no. Self-hatred, oh, tell her no, yeah. Mental illness, tell her no. Diabetes.